All right, you guys, happy Friday. Welcome to Freedom Friday. I am so glad y'all are joining me this week. I just went back and counted, and this is our 9th video, which means that we have covered 9 different topics to help you on your healing journey, which is just incredibly amazing. Like, yay for you for being here for this. If you have not seen all the other videos, feel free, watch them, catch up, get support on what you're needing help with. You can always come back and watch them again later. You can rewatch your favorite topics. I can't believe it. Week 9. It's amazing. So make sure that you have subscribed and liked so that you can get notifications when videos are coming up. And as always, Freedom Fridays are on Fridays, 7 p.m. Central Time. So today, our topic is self-love, which, what an amazing topic. I reached out to a friend. She gave me this topic idea. So this is for you, my dear. So if you were feeling like you're lacking in confidence, you're here in the right place. If you are really struggling with that self-love, you're in the right place. If you are looking for love in all the wrong places, you are in the right place. So we are focusing today on finding that internal source of love versus looking for an external source of love. So really quick, I will tell you that my name is Ellie Vixie. I am your transformation catalyst. I am just a guide on your own transformational journey. You activate all of your own healing within yourself. That is why these short guided journeys can be so powerful. It's because you get to activate your own healing. Now, Abraham says the only hindrance to self-love, what has caused an eroding of self-love within many of you, is comparing you and what you want with others and what they want, and you and what you've got with others and what they've got. That's what causes an eroding of self-love. So let me share with you what started my eroding of self-love. I was probably younger than 18, but my late teens, and I was athletic, I was tall, I was lanky, and I did not feel womanly because I did not have a large chest. I'll be PG-13, I guess. And I didn't feel like enough. And I let my comparison with other girls my age or older women, and I saw that they had these large, beautiful breasts, and that's what I wanted, and I wasn't enough. And so at 18, I got a boob job. And I thought that it was going to solve all of my problems. If I had big boobs, then everything was going to be okay. And even with it, I still didn't feel like enough. It didn't satisfy that. And later, when I decided to have them removed, it was this whole process of learning how to love myself as is, for who I am in my own body. And that had to come from me. I couldn't look to others to fulfill that void for myself. So as I was pulling our code for today, I was asking what would best support us as we go on this journey to self-love. And the code that it pulled up for us is called deglutition. And it's a fancy word for swallowing. And so we're going to be getting support, whether it might be for the actual physical act of swallowing, but I think more likely it's really this energetic and symbolic connection of what swallowing means and where does swallowing occur, because swallowing happens in our throat. And obviously, if something is hard to swallow, we need the support from this deglutition code. So you can think about something along the lines of what is hard for you to swallow right now. A lot of the throat correlations, a lot of the throat issues can be that you're struggling to swallow an attitude of a certain person. Maybe that person is yourself. You could be having trouble swallowing like an emotional trauma. It keeps coming back and you're having trouble swallowing it, okay? Or like maybe it's an outcome of a situation that is hard to swallow. It could be an actual person or a situation that is difficult. And all of these issues around our throat are indicating this repressed anger and self directed aggression. And a lot of times it's because we're playing the part of a victim. And that's okay, but we don't have to stay there. I want to share with you that where we come from, where is our set point? Where is ground zero, right? So when we come into this world as an infant, well, first of all, we're born into this experience by choice. We choose to come into this body with our parents, into our circumstances, wherever that is in the world, wherever we are. We choose all of this experience for a purpose, and that purpose is for our own growth and expansion of humanity. And so our set point is unconditional love. Our source loves us unconditionally. Our natural state is one of self-love and approval. And you'll notice children rarely ever have any lack of self-love. They are the most adorably narcissistic people that we know. They love themselves. They have no self-doubt. They're fully confident. They run around naked. They do not care because they are so close to their source already. And they haven't been trained by everything around them. They haven't been looking outside of themselves for approval. And so we start getting told as a child, whether it's from our parents or from our friends, that things need to change or that things are wrong. And so we start getting these negative emotions, and those negative emotions just build over time as we grow up and we have life and we have experiences. And so these negative emotions that come to us when we aren't feeling loving of ourselves, we don't feel good. And these negative emotions are what we can call a GPS. Okay, it's letting us know to redirect. The little lady that says redirecting, pay attention when those negative emotions pop up to let you know that you're not in alignment with what your source knows to be true about you, which is that you are set point of self-love and approval. So we just start to be aware of our emotions. We can use them to then redirect and adjust our thoughts to thoughts that feel good. Now, dense emotions and higher vibration emotions are completely normal, but we should start using those dense emotions as these aha moments, right? To be thankful for them, to be thankful that they're red flags showing us that we're just going off course from that true set point of self-love. And we're really not trying to control our thoughts. We want them to come. We're just going to then guide them more and more and more in the direction that we want them to go. And no one else around us can experience what we are experiencing. It's very, very clear that everyone is living in their own reality. Every single person has their own truth. Your truth can and probably is very, very different than my truth. And that goes for every single person on earth. And I'll give you an example of this. My sister and I, we were 2 years apart. We grew up in the same household with the same parents, the same like religious upbringing. We lived through almost all of the same events, but our realities were very, very different. And our memories can even be very different about the exact same event because we are all living in our own reality. And I've talked before in other weeks that we are powerful co-creators and we are creating the reality around us. So why is it that we then look to others to validate what we're experiencing and tell us if we are worthy of love or not? So our self-love and our self-worth and our ability to design our lives, we shouldn't hand that over to anyone else because we are the co-creator of our own lives. And our code today of decletition is supporting us. It's giving us permission to design our lives the way we need to live them. And remember, each one of us has our own experience. And so we are needing to experience this life without guilt or retribution or fear that you are a trouble to others. This is supporting us. Our code is supporting us to not look to others to validation, to know that we can experience this self-love internally first and foremost. Because by learning to accept what we are creating with openness and love, including any decisions we are making, we get to then connect with our source, with our individuality, and that self-love has no buffer. It just comes because we're no longer looking externally outside of ourselves. We're no longer looking outside of ourselves for that approval. It all starts from within. Now, I love to be as undistracted as possible as we go through our journeys. I know that's not always completely possible, but do your best to find a place that is quiet. I have birds chirping outside. I've got the kids outside in the living room, so it might not even be quiet on my end. But do your best to be as undistracted as possible as we get started on our journey. So if you're sitting down or laying down in bed, you can just ground into your body. You can plant your feet on the floor if you're sitting. And I love to start the journey with just deep breathing. And so just breathe in through your nose, a nice deep breath in, and all the way out through your mouth. And a full breath in through your nose, and out through your mouth. And just let the cobwebs of the week just get flushed out with our breath. In and out. And as you keep breathing deeply, take a moment to become very aware of your body. Just pay attention if there's any stress or tension. Breathe into it and let it go. If there's any pain in your body, breathe into it and let it go. And just find a nice natural rhythm of your breath. And sink down into your seat. And inhale with me up into your feet from the earth. A beautiful, bright, white, healing light. Let it fill up your feet. Let it tickle your toes. This vibrant, expansive, full of universal power light. And now inhale it further up your legs, bringing it up your shins and your calf muscles, filling up your lower leg, and breathing that light into your knees. Let it fill up your knees with bright light. Bring that light up into your thighs. And your legs are just full of this vibrant white light, powerful, strong, healed. And now breathing this light into your pelvic area, your lower abdomen, the seat of creation. let the light just swirl through the reproductive organs, cleansing and purifying and healing. And breathe the light up into your other organs, filling up your torso. Breathing this light into your lungs with a deep breath. Letting the light just flood into your heart. Feel the rhythm of your heartbeat. Breathing the light into your arms. Filling them up, letting the light come all the way down into your fingertips. You might feel them tingle. Maybe they sparkle. And now another deep breath in to bringing this light up into our neck, into our throat, right where our code will be supporting us today. The throat, again, just that powerful seat of truth, your truth, where your voice is, where maybe we're having a hard time swallowing something. Maybe that's swallowing who we are. Maybe it's swallowing what we look like. Maybe it's our attitude or our behavior lately. Just filling that space up with light, pure, healing, unconditional, loving light. And now bring another deep breath in, and the light's going to fill up our heads. Just filling us up completely. Our bodies are now a full, solid being of light. And let that unconditional, loving light just wash through you. Let it go to every dark space, every crevice of self-doubt, every spot where the ego tells you you're not okay, every little dark thought that you might think, any negative belief you might have, just light it up with this pure healing light. There's a phrase, by bringing these things into the light, they no longer hold any power over us. Bring those thoughts into this light and let them be purged. And you are this amazing, unconditional, fully self being, tapped into source, tapped into your set point of unconditional love and approval of self. And now just bring your right palm up over your heart with me. And turn your left palm so it's facing up. And we ask for, we accept, we align with and hold this Anahata code. With gratitude, we activate and attain the assisting frequency for decletition. 4678 9100. 4678 9100. 4678 9100. 4678 9100. 4678 9100. 4678 9100. 4678 9100. And now bring your left palm up over your right hand over your heart. Take a deep breath in with gratitude. And it is so. Take just a moment to visualize these numbers just flowing through your energy body. They're just coming to you in support, Your body is activating them however it needs. Your higher self knows exactly how. It knows exactly what to do. You can never get it wrong. And just continue to feel this sense of peace, this sense of approval. You are tapped into source. You are tapped into your set point. Unconditional love is who you are. Not just for people around you, but for yourself. Unconditional love starts from within you. It's an inside job. No one else can do it. And you have nothing else to offer anyone until your cup is overflowing. And just let yourself feel back into your body. Wiggle your fingers and toes. And just bring yourself back into awareness of your surroundings. And if you can, just look around you with new eyes of gratitude for everything that you have. You can look down at your body and be thankful for this human skin you've been given to have this experience with. Take a few minutes once we're done here. Take a few minutes to just tell yourself how much you are thankful. You have made it through 100% of your days. So be thankful for that. Be thankful for the body you're in. Be thankful for everything that has brought you to where you are today. And know that you are creating your future with every thought and every emotion and every act of love from here on out. I do hope you'll take some time to just rampage on gratitude. If you aren't ready to be grateful for your body or who you are, take time to pick anything that you can flood a page with of gratitude, whatever that might be. Get yourself into that mindset of gratitude and see then how easy it is to become grateful for everything else. I do hope that you will join me again next week for Freedom Friday next week at 7 Central, right here on my channel. Again, if you haven't yet, do like and subscribe and turn on your notifications so you'll be told that we are going live. And as always, be joyful, be fearless, and be free. I will see you all